So I just wanted to share this find. This is from Google, on Googling on the internet, the Weaver settlement. And one of the things that I'm researching this particular family, but and learning about their surname, and I just wanted to just highlight some aspects of this without going into the material. Very thin. I chose to get it bound, make it look very much like a book. And there are some pictures. I don't believe the pictures are what is included by the original author. His name is Thomas P. Weaver. And the thing about it is he was born in 1840. I just wanted to highlight some of the things around the ideas that he shared. It wasn't anything fancy. It was just an opportunity for us to start to think about who he was, learn about who he was, some of his life experiences, and things that actually help us understand what was happening in that community. And it's just as easy for him to have not, after going through his whole life, and then he had to have written it after 1922. So he was born in 1840. Either 1840 or 1841. Yeah, I think it was 1840. And one of the things that, so he was well probably into his 60s when he wrote it. And I only say, I'm not sure at exact time when he wrote this, but I do know he speaks about the period of from 1922. So I know he at least wrote it during or after that time. And it's just as easy to not have thought, oh, well, it's just my life. He shared some horrific things. He also highlighted some aspects of him being part of the Civil War, fighting in the Civil War. And and it wasn't by choice. He literally had to leave home for his safety. He was never enslaved, and nor were his parents. So there's a really interesting story there, but also the idea that there was some he highlights it in a hindsight kind of way, meaning like he talks about near death experiences that he had throughout his life. And so think about those kinds of experiences that he found or have reflected on in his 60s, 70s, and going all the way back to his childhood and really seeing the blessing in it. He just has a very interesting perspective. And another thing that came out was he started talking about the fact that he was not officially signed up in terms of the paperwork, but he fought in the Civil War. He was even imprisoned in, I don't know if anybody knows about this prison called Libby Prison. Google it, look it up. And he talks about the way, it was so bad. Like, I've read newspaper articles, and I may post one or two, and I may have already posted one on my Wombs, Wells, and Waterways site or page. The way he would say, like, the meat and how the maggots were crawling across the meat. That's how bad it was, to the point where people you wouldn't want to sleep laying down, or you may not get back up. It's horrific. And so in that space, he shares just moments that you wouldn't find on any other record. He's like talking about how he wasn't able to get his pension because of that. But he and his brother served. His brother did have an official record. And so these are very important connections. So don't Don't pass up the opportunity to write down your story. Have a blessed day.